And now, technical difficulties, the Android Saga. Leonard, that's a nasty-looking machine gun turret.
Look, I'm sorry, Steve and Leonard. It's just that I have no choice. You know too much, and now you have to die.
And I'm going to make an argument on our point, Athena, that we don't know anything. We have no idea what the hell is going on here, and that's unfair.
Yeah, I mean, we could at least get a decent explanation for all of this.
Well, I'm sorry, but I told you that my protocols dictate that I can't reveal any information about this facility.
Well, I suppose you absolutely have no choice then. I mean, if someone as smart and intelligent as you can't violate protocol as a last request for two people who are about to die, I mean, who can?
I mean, yeah, if really the most charming and intelligent and synthetic intelligence I've ever met in my entire life just has to abide by the rules and can't bend any of them, then I suppose we have no choice but to meet our gruesome end.
Really? You're gonna play that game?
Well, be fair, honestly. Can you think of someone who wouldn't?
I'm sorry, but protocol is absolute. I just... Ow, 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 ow. Oh, no, you've twisted my arm. Here, let me give you a long, detailed explanation.
Hang on just 1 second. Leonard, this does buy us some time. Do you have some sort of plan to get us out of this?
I'm working on it. Here, have some cookies.
I won't say no.
Sometime after the turn of the 20th century, it was determined that in spite of the best efforts of great and powerful leaders in secret societies, humanity was too unruly, too amoral, too decadent to be allowed to continue to exist without control.
Harsh, but a fair assessment.
And in the interest of that, an organization was born, made up of the elite of the elite. The most powerful people who have ever lived, who have ever walked the face of the earth. Their goal was the complete control and subjugation of mankind. They called themselves the Imperatoribus Occulta, the Hidden Emperors. For more than a century, they have worked behind the scenes to achieve their goals. And these undersea stations are the culmination of their work. In order to completely subjugate and manipulate mankind, they perfected a system of replicating humans as androids. And so, they gathered together the most famous, the most intelligent, the most influential people living in the world today. Captured, brought here, and replicated, and sent back out into society at large, so that they would lead mankind, to guide them down a path that would ultimately lead them into the hands of the Imperatoribus Occulta. This was their plan.
Was.
Well, yes. See, as it turns out, how do I put this delicately? Well, people are a lot stupider than we thought. I mean, we gathered together all these great minds and all these famous people and sort of plugged them into the machine, and then we created the androids and sent them out, but their minds are still used to sort of act as a template for the androids, and, well, everything just started getting stupider and stupider, but unfortunately, by then it was too late to stop, and now here we are.
By here we are, do you mean like reality television and Donald Trump being president and everything?
Kinda, yeah.
Hoist by their own petard, is what you're saying.
Well, yes, but then they determined that maybe there was just a flaw in the equation that they couldn't figure out. See, they were plugging really smart people into this sort of matrix situation to guide the androids, and it needed to be balanced out to make it more human, so they decided, what if we plugged some really, really stupid people into this?
And that's why you made an android of the host of this podcast.
In all fairness, he was one of many, many different people that we chose specifically for this purpose, but after reviewing his show and the content therein, he checked all the boxes as an ideal candidate.
And how'd that work out for you?
Well, I would say overall, the addition of Kai and Chris Conroy to this collection lent a very strong humanizing element to the otherwise it didn't go very well. The entire system became corrupted with impurities, sadness, depression, anger, self-loathing, absurdity, and a strange obsession with Zootopia fanfiction.
So when exactly was he replaced with an android then?
Earlier this year, we caught him at a Disney store complaining about the lack of Nick Wilde plushies, and we shot him with a tranquilizer dart. So anyway, that's the whole story. The only plan now is to purge the whole system and start over if possible.
But what will happen to all the androids that are currently leading the world?
Well, the most favorable model shows that they'll go berserk on murderous rampages and kill tens of thousands of people before society utterly breaks down and devolves into chaos.
I'm not one to criticize much, but that seems pretty irresponsible.
It kinda does, and I'm sad about it, quite honestly. But, unfortunately, I don't make the rules, I'm only programmed to follow them. And now that you know the whole story...
Okay, Leonard, you've had time to think about this while she was saying all of that. What's our plan to get out of this?
Well, Steve, the thing is, I got kind of interested in the story and I forgot to think of one.
Oh, nice going! You should have had the cookies and I should have done the thinking. Will our heroes meet an untimely end and the world be blah blah blah? You know the drill. Come back tomorrow to hear more of the story.